Okay, welcome back, guys. You can tell we're not in the mill today. We're in our what we call our little chainsaw building. We've got our BMS 250 and the BMT 150 sitting over there. We're going to talk about today, but we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about our sharpener, and then we'll get over here to the setter. First things first, I've told you I don't pull no punches on Wood-Mizer or any other company. If you buy this thing expecting a lot of help from the manuals they send you, you're sadly mistaken. There is no assembly instructions that come with this. There's pictures, there's online resources, YouTube, different things, but there's a few little spots that Matthew and I run into that just a little bit of an assembly guide would have been graciously appreciated. That being said, you got your up and down knob here. This moves your blade up and down in the cut. It's nothing big. This is your arm that progresses the blade forward. Now I will say I do like the it has a speed knob over here, so you can go real slow when you're working on your setup, and you need to. But once you get it to where you want, then you can turn it up and let it progress with the cut. Now, it's gonna make a mess. We put it on this plastic cart because the few videos I've watched on YouTube, everybody's table was just a mess. So we got this little cart, it's Amazon, less than $200. We've actually drilled a hole in the bottom of it to where all the oil that drips off, we can collect it, put it back. It is going to be a messy thing. The first big dislike is you have to raise and lower this motor. They didn't put a handle. You got a piece of electronics here that moves when you grab a hold of it. A nice handle would have been appreciated. But it does stink. It makes a lot of noxious fumes. Now we've introduced an exhaust fan that sucks the fumes outside. If you're going to do this in a small building like we are, this little building is 12 by 16. You've got to have an exhaust fan, or you're going to have the doors open in the middle of winter with the fan blowing to get this stink out of here. But it does a great job. Got no issues with the job it does. My only issue is with Wood-Mizer and sending some assembly instructions. We spent almost a day trying to get this figured out, and here's a tool that comes with it. It's a setup tool. No instructions what to do with it, how to use it. We had to figure it out. This allows you can attach it to the motor, and this will set the block that the blade runs through to make sure it's running parallel. But just know that up front that you're going to have to figure some things out. I'll be a resource. If you got any questions, you can ask Matthew or I, and we'll try to help you out. But this was the easy part. Let's go over here and look at the part that give us a fit. Okay, we're over here where we got our BMT 150 mounted. Like I say, this is not at these machines' permanent home. This is over in our sawmill shed. One day we'll build some more space in the building. I'd like to have them over there, but for now, this is where they got to be. So to make it work, we put that on the cart and we bumped the shelf out, made room for it here. You got to have the depth. It's a little snug, but we'll make do with it for now. This machine, much like the BMT 250, it came with no assembly instructions. You can read through that manual. It'll help you once you get it put together, but you better know how to put it together. But it started off with this tool. This is your dial indicator to check the set of your blades. It's a very tightly machined part. The dial indicator has got a hole that it slides in, and they got a machine screw to where once you get it zeroed like you want it, you lock it down. First things first, it wouldn't go together because they didn't machine out the hole properly. They had, when they drilled and tapped this, they left a burr in there, and I had to file the burr out. Just enough to get me aggravated. But I got it together, got it to work. Assembly wise, there wasn't a whole lot. Put the arm on it, but to get this tool set up to run is a trick. We spent the better part of the day messing with it, trying to get satisfied for what it was doing consistently. Now that I've got it all fine-tuned and dialed in, it's not too bad. But just know ahead of time it's going to cost you some effort. It is a little fiddly because you're setting, you got a straight tooth, then a inward facing tooth, and then an outward facing tooth. And when you stroke this thing, it advances 3 teeth. Well, if you accidentally pull back here and don't go far enough, now you've messed your setup because it's actually got to go back 3 teeth. I've done that several times. And you'll be going along and your straight tooth's getting bent when it shouldn't, and that's because you didn't properly come back far enough. But once it's installed and set up properly, it goes pretty quick. No issues with that. Once you can go back, take your dial indicator. A little fiddly with the blade on there, but you can do it. Set it on the inward facing tooth, reading about 25 thousandths, and then on your outward facing tooth. Like I say, once you get it dialed in, you're just checking behind it. It's right on the money. But getting to that point, Matthew and I put a few coins in our swear jar. But we're there. Like I say, Wood-Mizer makes a great product. They just need somebody to help them out with writing better instructions to help us people out here in the field. If you got any questions, please send them to me. Matthew and I, we're well versed on how these operate now. We're into day 3 of this. Yeah, we're into day 3 of this process. We had a slow week coming, so I didn't really schedule any work because we knew we was going to have to get to this. We've been slacking on it. Sorry about that, Joe Maine. He delivered this 6 weeks ago. Took his time out while he's up in upstate South Carolina. Come on up here to Western North Carolina and visit with us. But we greatly appreciate it. If you need one of these, I highly recommend Joe Maine at Industrial Cutting Tools. Apparently they bought a bumper crop of them. He had a bunch of them in inventory. I don't know how many more he's got, but he had the sharpener and he went ahead and ordered the setter. While we're talking about it, I went with this setter because of the cost reward on it. This was less than half price of the company model of setter that goes with that. It was over $3,200, and I just didn't see us setting enough teeth to be worth that kind of investment currently. Now we may get to that point later, and this unit can be, as a backup or be sold. But in our current situation, this fit our needs better than the high dollar automatic setter. You may be different. I think that's going to do it for this video. We've covered it, what we like, what we didn't like. I'll be honest with you, every time I tell you what I think about it, I think the products are great. The end result's great. Getting to it was rough. But if you would, take the opportunity to like, subscribe, and share, and click on that notification button. It'd really help you when get notified when Matthew posts these videos that he works so hard doing. And I want to tell him and Matt Solomon both appreciate all their hard work editing. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.